So I just saw a free sneak peek of the movie Priest coming out May 13th, and I am glad that this movie was for free because I was not entertained with this movie at all. This movie tried to be so dark, brooding, tried to come off as very hardcore, and with some action. The trailers definitely made it look like there was going to be some really good action sequences, maybe fight sequences or something in this movie, but it just did not deliver at all in any shape or form. I thought the acting was not good at all. I don't know what the director was doing, but apparently he really didn't care how this movie turned out because they could have done better. I've seen all the actors in this movie act way better than they did in this one, and it just doesn't make any sense. Now, there were times where they tried to have very sad moments, very heartfelt moments, and even triumph moments, and they just failed on all of them. I'm sitting there in the theater, and seriously, I kid you not, they all were laughing at any part that was supposed to be very deep or dramatic or come off as a really good action sequence. There's just laughter, because after a while the movie just became a joke. There was just nothing to look forward to. Obviously it was very predictable, which is something I already knew. So I went in hoping to see some really good action, and I mean, yes, there was some, you know, cool moves that they did, but it just didn't deliver. I mean, first of all, we've seen a lot of different ways that action can be filmed, and this movie was just lazy. It just didn't really deliver at all. Do you remember the movie Blade? 1998, Wesley Snipes, vampire movie. This movie reminded me a little bit of that, and that movie came out, what, 13 years ago, and I saw way more action and than this movie could ever do. I mean, the things that we can do with movies right now, I can't believe how lazy this movie was. If you ever think about going to see this movie, just rent Blade, watch that again, remember the good times back in '98, and just deal with that. I think the only thing that people will get out of this movie is if you're really into religion and if you are a hardcore vampire fan, because the vampires were actually done a little bit different than traditional ways of doing it. I understand that it was based on a graphic novel, and maybe it's better just reading about it than seeing the movie, but I think that would be the only thing that you would get out of it, is a different take on the whole vampire mythology. But yeah, I'm giving this movie a 1 out of 5, and that's barely a 1 out of 5 because this movie is targeted as an action sort of slash drama, I guess, but I mean, overall there really wasn't anything there to be entertained with. So I would save your money. I even saw it in 3D, which definitely wasn't worth it. I mean, what's good is 3D these days anyway, but if you do have to go see it, just avoid 3D. Save as much money as you can, trust me when I say that, and hopefully the next movie I see will just make me forget that I ever saw this. But yeah, that's my review on Priest.